Good morning, everybody. Today is Sunday, and we are at the cabin. I wasn't sure if I was going to make it up here this weekend. It was pretty busy the last couple days. Back at a craft fair, and so we had to set up and take down for that Friday night, and then take down. The craft fair was yesterday, and then my daughter also had a lock-in at school, like a fun one, not like something that was bad. So I had to pick her up at 2 a.m. on Saturday morning. I had to run them up to Menards and Cheyenne to get a bunch of stuff. So it's been a busy weekend so far. Today's just me up here. I am primarily probably just going to be unloading stuff, but I figured I could at least take a video. We have the sheathing, the Zip Insulated sheathing out here. It did actually, it snowed, I don't know, 3 to 4 inches on Friday. It's all gone except for that. That's the north side of the house, and then slid off the roof. But we do have all this. This is about half of what I have at my house, and all this stuff up here. And my truck is extremely full, just with tools and everything. But so our plan is to take that out. Need to find this place to stage it. There's kind of a flat area right here. Right here is a good spot I was thinking for it. I did buy a big tarp to cover it because it's going to be out in the elements for a while. Although I do have to kind of clear all this out and make it a little bit more accessible so I can get the sheets of plywood in there, and I'll have to figure out what to put it on. I don't have a pallet. That would be, I mean, I have a busted up old pallet right here, but I do have the extra wood from the scaffolding, so I'll probably figure out some sort of way to keep it off the ground. But that's kind of the plan today. There is a chance I might try to do the top rung way up here, kind of above this window right here, but we'll see how far I get. Yeah, so that's the plan for today. I'll come back when I get a chance. All right, one thing I forgot to mention, I'm going to be testing out these. These are Dewalt GRABO, to move the sheathing. I bought 2 of them, so that one's in the box there. This one I had at my house, and helped me move the insulated sheathing in. The sheathing's about 50 to 60 pounds, so it's not really light. I mean, 50, 60 pounds isn't terrible, but with being kind of so big and awkward, it's not the easiest thing to maneuver. So I don't know. I moved them in there with just one. I'm going to have 2 of them. Moving it out, I don't know if it'll be any easier. If not, I'll give a kind of my summary of what I think of them. Quasi review, I guess. I did buy them myself. They are rather expensive. They're a couple $100 each. But I figured with the sheathing, moving all the sheathing there, and then also up on the actual onto the wall, lifting it up. They do have attachment points. I don't know if I can get that right here, but kind of right here they have places you can tie off, and it will help lift it up. So I think that's kind of the plan, is to get the higher sheets up the side of the wall. Can lift it up via rope or pulley or something. I'm not sure, but I'll give you a summary and kind of a demo of how they work as I move this stuff out. So we'll come back once I get things a little more organized. All right, we got stuff situated now. I have a little just set up just to hold it out. I have to pull it out because otherwise it's hard to grab, and I can't flip it up with the the tailgate there anyways. So that's kind of ready to go. My staging area is cleared out, and this is relatively level. I just wanted it off the ground and be relatively level so that it doesn't warp the sheathing. But I'll come back once I get the grabos initiated, and we'll see how it goes. All right, I'm gonna try it without the grabos and see if it's any easier or harder. I'm not really sure, so I'll give it a test. I have to say, for just picking it up off the bed of the truck, it's just easier to use it. Just use your hands. Maybe if you had two people, it'd be better with the grabos, but I don't know. I don't think it makes much of a difference, at least for that. We'll see when it comes into when we install the sheathing and all that, I'm sure these will help because it'll help lift it up when we get to the higher sheets and everything. So yeah, I don't know, are they worth $200 each? I don't know, I guess we'll see when we do the sheathing. Maybe it'll come into play then, but we'll see. But for now, I think just picking up by hands is the way to go. All right, that's gonna be it for today. I've got the sheathing all tarped up. Should be good to go for next week. The plan is I did some minor stuff around the cabin, just kind of cleaning up. Nothing too exciting, so I didn't video it. I did kind of some exploring here. The trim is pretty easy to pull off. It looks like the sheathing goes all the way to the soffit, which I was actually surprised. I thought there might be a slight gap. Whoever put it in cut it to exact distance. So and then I also, as part of what I'm doing with the soffit, I'm going to be lining this here with cedar tongue and groove. I took an angle grinder and cut off all the screws that were popping through. You can see some up there. There's obviously, they're all over the place because it's from the metal sheathing. So as I'm going up doing siding, I'm going to grind them down, grind them off, and that way it's ready for when I put the cedar tongue groove in, and be ready for that. The power company I spoke with earlier this week, they're going to wrap the power cables in whatever type of protective blanket. I don't know what it's called. I just seen it online, so that's what they're going to put around there, and they're supposed to do that sometime this upcoming week. I did put a couple additional rungs up there, so now I can reach way up to the top. Sorry about my blurry finger. And I do need to put one more railing kind of in between where the antenna is and the railing down below. But I'll do that next week. It's probably easier to do it from that attic window, and or stand on a board and put the railing in. But otherwise, I think we're good to go for next week. So the biggest issue for next week is actually the weather. It's supposed to be snowing potentially. I guess we'll wait and see. It's a week away, so the forecast can change, obviously. Obviously, if it's snowing, we're probably not going to be working outside on the scaffolding and all that. But we'll have to play it by ear and see what the weather gives us. If it's snowing, well, maybe I'll do something inside. But for now, that's the video for this week. Have a good week.